Welcome to A for Celebrity Spotlight. I'm Nancy J. Brideshead Revisited is a classic tale of wealth and privilege in World War II England. Although written in 1945, the love triangle that unfolds possesses a far more modern tone. I spoke with the movie star Matthew Good about how Brideshead Revisited translates to not only today's times, but American audiences across the pond.
Brideshead Revisited. It's kind of a mouthful.
It is, yeah.
It's not exactly a typical love story, and yet it seems to ring very true. It seems as a more contemporary love story in a way.
Essentially, it's about where the hell do we all fit in life, and you know, that desperate search to understand what life and love is, and you know, it's such a rich novel. You know, it's thematically, there's a lot going on.
Had you read it before?
I read it first when I was about 12. I don't think I understood it all.
At 12?
Yeah, I was a bit of a book hound. I just picked it up, read it, and then I saw the TV series because my agent gave it to me as a present like 5 or 6 years ago, which is sort of prophetic, really, in a way. But yeah, I just jumped at the chance.
Is this where you live?
It's where my family lives. Come along, Charles. There's someone I want you to meet.
Welcome to Brideshead, Mr. Ryder.
It's the most beautiful house I've ever seen.
How kind you are. And what form do your pleasures take?
What I most want to be is a painter.
We must get you to paint something for us.
I'd be delighted. Who's that in the car with your mother?
My sister.
I take it you're not one of us.
I don't live like this, if that's what you mean.
He's here as my friend.
Don't you think you ought to know what he's getting into?
What do you imagine you're doing on this earth?
I want to look back and say that I didn't turn my back, that I was happy.
Mr. Ryder must stay with us for the rest of the vacation. You seem to me a very reliable young man.
Is it too British, too English in terms of maybe for an American audience? Because it is, I mean, we talk, you know, the boys' school and the classes and so on. It just seems to be a little different than maybe our
I think
reference.
You know, I think it's. I mean, we all understand we know the different classes, and I think maybe, you know, we have a bit more of an understanding about, you know, obviously because it is a slice of history from a time of, you know. So I wasn't around. I wasn't around in the Second World War, but you know, I've grown up and grown up living in England, and you inherit those, you know, not sensibilities, but you know about the past. So I think an American audience will get it though quite easily.
My dear boy.
Tell me, Mr. Ryder, what did you make of Brideshead?
I thought it was magnificent.
You think that? Really? What a lot of temptations.
Sebastian and I are a couple of heathens.
I'm not a heathen, I'm a sinner. Let's get plastered.
They're very good, these friendships, but I think it's more than that with Sebastian. Tread carefully, Mr. Ryder.
Was Emma Thompson fun to work with?
The best. She's amazing. Because, you know, it's quite scary when you're working with someone who's that so universally loved. And obviously I've watched a huge amount of her work, and, you know, she's got a few Oscars, which are used as toilet roll holders in her house, you know, which is sort of hilarious. And that sums her up.
So you've been to her house?
Yeah. We went and hung out. She cooked us a roast chicken, and, you know, we had more than a couple of glasses of wine. She's just very normal, you know. Very normal and very talented and very funny. And so that just dispels any kind of worries you have when you first meet her.
Hello, Charles. Tell me this is fate.
Sebastian, don't care about me. All you ever wanted was my sister.
I hope you didn't let Julia mislead you. Her future is not a question of choice. It gives me great pleasure to announce the engagement of my eldest daughter, the Lady Julia Flight, to Mr. Rex Mottram. I think you should leave now, Charles.
You banish me from your house. You poison my friendship with both your children.
Sebastian, leave me alone.
I took you into my confidence and you betrayed me.
You thought you were getting me and the house together.
Is that really what you think?
You tell me, what does Charles Ryder really want?
Look for Brideshead Revisited on DVD in your Power Zone.